أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم Surah Al-Inshiqāq, ayah number 20. In the previous verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned 4 oaths, 4 qasam, that the death is not your end, but another life starts after the death. The same way that there are variation in the night from Shafeeq, twilight, and then to the deep, mature night that it envelops everything. And the moon sometimes is half and then it becomes full. In the same way, there are variations in you that you go from one stage to another stage. After having said that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَمَا لَهُمْ Fa mean so. Ma mean what? Lahum mean for them. Yani what is with them? What is for them? Yani what is wrong with them? What is the matter with them? La no yu'minun. They don't bring iman. They don't have faith. They don't bring faith. Why they are not becoming believers? Wa and idha when Qur'a recited alayhim upon them al-Qur'an, the Qur'an, la yasjudun, they don't prostrate, they don't do sajda. Okay, they don't bring iman, so of course when the Qur'an, they don't have faith in the Qur'an, so why will they do sajda? So this is the ayat of sajda. Okay? There are how many sajda in the Qur'an? 14. Okay, 14 sajda in the Quran. So there is some difference of the scholar. So according to some, it might be 15. When you recite this ayah, so you have to do sajda. Or if you listen, if you hear this ayah, you have to do sajda. But in one gathering, no matter how many times you say it, you have to do only one sajda. Like for example, this is one gathering. And in this gathering, we say it 10 times, 15 times, 50 times. So only one sajda. But if the gathering is finished and then you start another gathering, you go for breakfast, you come again you recite it. Or suppose you go somewhere, come back, so then again you have to do it. And that sajda is wajib on you. Wajib mean in that it is very strong sunnah mu'akkada in that term, wajib, because the Hanafi wajib, not the Arabic wajib. In Arabic, wajib mean mandatory. But in the Hanafi madhab, wajib means something which is lower than farz and stronger than sunnah mu'akkada. That's called wajib. Like witr wajib, qurbani wajib, Eid salat wajib. So in the same way, sajda tilawat is what? Wajib. So according to Hanafi, it will be wajib. According to the other 3 aimma, it will be very strong sunnah that the one who don't do, he will be sinner. Okay? So that, and the sajda should be performed immediately. But if you don't do immediately, you can do later on. But the demand of the ayah is to do it right there. Like for example, you are reciting the Qur'an, and there is ayah of sajda, and you have wudu. You are sitting, so why should you delay it? In the same way, that further recitation is a command of Allah. So sajda is a more stronger command than of Allah. Recitation of further Qur'an is mustahab, and to do sajda is wajib. So do the sajda rather than continuing to recite the Qur'an. So that is why in salat, in tarawih, in Taraweeh when we recite the ayah of sajda, so we do it right there. We don't wait until the end of the recitation so that just before the rak'ah we will do a sajda. No, we just do it right there. So the best one is to do it immediately, but if you could not do it and you owe a lot of sajdas, so do it. Whenever you have time, you just do sajda with the intention of sajda tilawat and do like 30, 40, 50, so that whatever you owe in the previous life, so that it will go from your responsibility. So you don't owe any sajda of tilawat. Now normally, the sajdas of tilawat, they are when Allah says do sajda. Okay, do sajda, so you have to do sajda. Like for example, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says wasjud waqtarib, do sajda, so you do it. So the ayah of the sajda normally will mean do sajda. Okay, do sajda. Or the ayah of sajda will say that the good people before you, when they will read the Qur'an or the ayat of Allah in any form, previous books, they will do sajda. So it is either it is hukman, command to you, or hikayatan, it is a story of the previous people, so you do it. You do, okay? If a previous person did something bad, and then he did sajda, so that is the third reason, which is according to Hanafi, Imam Abu Hanifa, he don't agree with the third reason. He said this was his business. He did something wrong, and in compensation he did sajda. Why will we do sajda? So out of the three reasons of sajda, Hanafi only agree with the first two. That when Allah command you to do sajda, or when Allah mentioned the previous people that they used to do sajda. A previous person did something violation, he did sajda. Like for example, Dawood alayhi salam. That Dawood alayhi salam realized that he did something wrong, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said he did sajda. Right? So on that location, there will be no sajda. In Hanafi, the other they say there is sajda there. Now here, according to the definition of Hanafi, there shouldn't be any sajda. Because Allah is not commanding to do sajda. Okay, and Allah is not describing the story of the previous people that they used to do sajda. And Allah is saying not ayatul Rahman, ayat. Allah says whole Qur'an. So Allah is saying when Qur'an is recited, so what that means? And every ayat of the Qur'an you should do sajda. Because Allah says the whole Qur'an. So according to Hanafi logic, there is no sajda here. Because according to the logic, there is no sajda. The reason for it is Allah is mentioning the whole Quran. So what the Hanafi explained this ayah, they say la yasjudun mean la yuti'un. They don't surrender. When they listen to the whole Quran, they should obey it, but they are not obeying because sujood in the Arabic also means for taslim, surrendering to Allah. This is what the Hanafi say. But then the Hanafi say that there is a correct hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. That the Sahabi say, I prayed behind the Prophet, he recited this ayah, he did sajda. So the Hanafi say, okay, our qiyas is batil. We're not going to do qiyas anymore. Why? Because hadith sahih came. So according to Hanafi, there is sajda here or not? Yes. Why? Because they abandoned their qiyas. This is one of those occasions that the Hanafi are being blamed that they give preference to qiyas, to the logic or correct hadith. We will give hundreds of examples that we abandoned our qiyas, our logic, because of what? Correct hadith. Okay? So this is how it is, that because the correct hadith say the Prophet did sajda, so that's fine. If the Prophet did, why will our wisdom and our logic is nothing when it comes to the comparison with the correct hadith. Okay? So وَإِذَا قُرِئَ عَلَيْكُمُ الْقُرْآنُ لَا يَسْجُدُونَ, do sajda. بَلِ الَّذِينَ, but those kafaru who disbelieve, يُكَذِّبُونَ, they belie. Okay? They belie, they don't believe, they reject. Wallahu, and Allah, a'lamu, He the best knower. He know the best, bima, and par yu'un, they hide. Okay, they store, they preserve. It's called aw'a, wa'yun. Okay, wi'aya. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَتَعِيَهَا أُذُنٌ وَاعِيَةٌ. Allah say that the good ears are the one who preserve the information and then later on recall it, preach it, practice it. These are good ears. Like you have a small chip in your ear. Okay? And whatever is being said, it just go right in your brain, in your mind. It affects you. This is a good sign. So Allah say, Wallahu a'lam, Allah know bima yu'un, what they hide, what they preserve. Bima yu'un. Okay, what they are storing in their mind, which means kufr and shirk. فَبَشِّرْهُمْ, give them the good news, بِعَذَابٍ, a punishment, alim, painful. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ, except those amanu who have iman, وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, who perform good deed, فَلَهُمْ, for them, أَجْرٌ, as a reward, غَيْرُ مَمْنُونَ, uninterrupted. Okay? So man has two favor meanings in Arabic, famous meaning. Man. One is man mean a favor. Man का क्या मतलब है? Favor. Man mean favor. And man mean 40 kilogram. Okay, that unit of the weight is also called man, like in Urdu, in area, you say man. So now, here, which man? The favor? No, the other one. So, from man which means 40 kilogram or 50 kilogram, if you measure a thing, like a thing which is weighed, it's called mawzoon. Okay, mawzoon mean what? Weighed. It's mawzoon. Okay, like for example, look, wadan. Okay, so wadan. So the thing which you put in wadan, in weight, in Arabic, that will be called what? Mawzoon. Okay, mawzoon means that is weighed, mawzoon. Okay, now man, 40 kilogram, if you put it in man, will be what? Mamnoon. Okay, that thing is like, it is like weighed by man, mamnoon. So, so mamnoon here mean what? Mawzoon, measured, okay, by man. So, غير mamnoon mean unmeasured, you cannot bring it in calculation. Okay, so غير مقطوع mean uninterrupted, it will be continued. There is no limit to it, unlimited. Okay, غير مقطوع, uninterrupted. Okay, غير ممنون, غير موزون. You cannot bring it the scale of measure. It is so much. Okay, uninterrupted, continued. समझ गए? Continue. Okay. Then the other man favor, like for example, if you give a favor on somebody, so the favor giver is called mannan. It's called what? Mannan. So one of the name of Allah is what? Mannan. Ya Mannan, Ya Hannan, because he give favor to you. And if a man want to become Mannan, it is a bad name. It is a curse for him, because it means the one who remind people his generosity. Okay? So Mannan is a bad word. Why? Because you tell him, look, I do this for you, I do this for you. You are already remind him. It is not good. Okay? No, Mannan, no good. Okay? In the hadith, the Prophet said, Mannan is no good. Wailul lahu. Okay? And Allah, Ya Mannan, he is good. Because he give the favor and he remind you, no problem. Okay? So this is about Ajrun Ghairu Mamnoon.
فما, so why? Lahum, for them. La, not. Yu'minun, believe. Wa, and either when Quri'a, recited, alayhim, upon them, Al-Qur'an, the Qur'an, la yasjudun, they don't prostrate. Bal, Rather, الذين, they, كافرون, who disbelieve, يكذبون, they are lying, they are constantly lying.
Be lie.
Be lying. Wallahu a'lam, and Allah knows best. Bima yu'un, what they hide in store. Fabashirhum, so give them glad tidings. Bi'adhabin alim, painful, with a painful punishment. Illa alladhina amanu, except those who believe. Wa an amilu salihat, who do righteous deeds. Lahum, for them. Ajrun, a reward. Ghayru mamnun, uninterrupted.
All right? So that is why we say, I will be thankful to you. I will be mamnoon to you, which means I will accept your favor. I admit it. So that is in that, mannan and mamnoon. Okay? Now, give it to him so that he can recite the whole surah. Look, you try to, there are some qalqalas here. Qalqala is when qaf, twa, ba, jim, dal, qutbu jad, then come you bounce it. Okay? So, and when they have sukoon upon them. So here, look, on the qaf there is no sukoon, but you make a stop, so there is a sukoon here. And there is qaf again with a sukoon. So you bounce it, okay? How many letters you bounce in the Qur'an? How many? 5. How many? 5 letters you bounce them, eh? Like how bouncing means, like, go look, abtar. So non-bouncing will be how? Abtar. So you don't say abtar, you say what? Abtar. It's called bouncing. But you don't have a free hand to bounce everyone. The one that we tell you, only that you will be bouncing. Okay, so we telling you which one? We telling you qaf, twa, ba, jim, dal. If you want to memorize, how will you say? Qutbu jaddin. So you always bounce what? Qutbu jaddin. When they have sukoon. Okay, like wama qala, you don't bounce. Why? There is no sukoon on it. O qasimu, you do it because there is sukoon on it. O qasimu. Okay? So what is the definition of qalqala? Whenever qutbu jad, qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal come in the Quran, have sukoon on them, bounce them. That's it. It's all about qalqala. Okay? So now here is qutbu jaddin, qaf, look. And there is sukoon on it. You see, sukoon. So how will you say oq? Versus what? Uq. You don't say uqsimu. You say what? Oq. That's qalqala. Here there is a qaf with no sukoon. But when we are salim, here, the qaf has no sukoon. But when we making a stop, so there is sukoon. We don't say bishafaqi. How we say? Bishafaq. We say sukoon because of the stop. So again we will do qalqala. فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالشَّفَقِ. Okay? وَاللَّيْلِ. Don't say layli. Because ya with sukoon, ma qabal maftuh, you do lean, yailin. وَاللَّيْلِ, layli. Okay? Again qalqala. وَمَا وَثَقَ. وَالْقَمَرِ. We will do qalqala in qamar or no? Why? No sukoon, even if the qaf is there, but that is not fulfilling our condition. Okay? Wal qamari. Idha tasaqa. If I say idha tasaqa, I will do qalqala or no? No. If I say idha tasaqa, I will do it. Okay? Wal qamari idha tasaqa. The same thing. La tarkabunna tabaqan, no qalqala, even if the qaf is there. An tabaqa. Okay, ba is here. I will do qalqala and ba or no? Qutbu, ba is there. No sukoon. Okay, again. Okay, so there is no qalqala. An tabaqa. Okay, noon mushaddad. You do gunna. La tarkabunna tabaqan an tabaqa. Okay, is how you keep on learning the little rules. Quri'a, no qalqala. Why? Because there is no sukoon. Qur'an, no qalqala, because there is no sukoon. Qutbu jaddin with sukoon, you bounce. Okay? Qutbu jaddin with sukoon, you bounce. Remember this. Huh?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا السماء انشقت وأذنت لربها وحقت وإذا الأرض مدت وألقت ما فيها وتخلت وأذنت لربها وحقت يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا وينقلب إلى أهله مسرورا وأما من أوتي كتابه وراء ظهره فسوف يدعو ثبورا ويصلى سعيرا إنه كان في أهله مسرورا إنه ظن أن لن يحور بلى إن ربه كان به بصيرا فلا أقسم بالشفق والليل وما وسق والقمر إذا اتسق لتركبن طبقا عن طبق فما لهم لا يؤمنون وإذا قرئ عليهم القرآن لا يسجدون بل الذين كفروا يكذبون والله أعلم بما يوعون فبشرهم بعذاب أليم إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم أجر غير ممنون.
صدق الله العظيم.